Have you begun to start thinking about how you're going to piece this together with your guys? Because it seems like you're going to have some options and decisions to kind of figure out how you're going to put this all together.
Well, I like the options that we have, I can tell you that much. But we're not a finished product. There's a lot of work left, but it's competitive, and that's what I've wanted to do selfishly in my room, is to make it as competitive as possible, because we have different skill sets, different guys that can really, I think, put pressure on the defense. So we're just going to keep grinding. Obviously, it'll have to shake out at some point. It is a long season, so keeping guys healthy and everything like that will be at a premium. But I like where we're at right now. Not satisfied, but I think there's some positive things with the new guys picking things up. I mean, basically, from an install standpoint, we're about done, other than a few more things. But they're picking it up and they're competing every day. And you probably watch the Husker drill. I mean, we got some guys that can do some things, I think, with their ball in the hand.
What have you seen from Maurice this fall?
He's been great. He's been dialed in. He's been focused. He's been a great teammate. And going out there and competing every day and just trying to take the day and tackle the day and work to be where he wants to be. And that's all I can ask for at this point.
There's obviously been a lot going on with him, but have you seen him focused like he was before? I mean, focused like he was last season?
I think he's more focused now than he has. Again, he was a true freshman last year. He wasn't here in the summer, came in August. We threw him right in the fire. Now he's, obviously had some ups and downs, but he's really done a good job of just saying, okay, I'm just going to live for today and focus on what I can do to get better, help our team, special teams, defense, whatever. And that's all he can control right now. The other stuff's the other stuff.
Did he put on some weight?
His metabolism is high. He's a guy that'll probably fluctuate within weight. It's just one of those things that he'll have to monitor, because in this league, you got to have some pack to you, as strong as everybody that we face, and a lot of older guys that we face. But so that'll just be something he'll have to do from a weight room standpoint, getting his sleep and eating right.
Has Mills hit kind of a camp wall yet, or is he still going as hard?
Every day he comes out there and he's ready to go. He's got a smile on his face. I mean, you're not tackling that guy with one arm, I can tell you. I mean, he is a missile down, hitting that thing. I just got to tighten him up on some of the outside stuff that we do in our offense, but the pile is moving back when he gets the ball, and that's what we need. You got to have a guy like that in this league, just because of how physical it is, and it might be cold out, and you might have to run the ball a lot. You got to have that guy in your arsenal. If it gets down to a 9-6 game like it did last year against Michigan State.
With everything Lionel's been through, how big is it to get him out there even in a green jersey?
Oh, it was awesome. He ran his first play today and walked through. He hadn't ran a play in, 10, 11 months. But he's worked really hard to get his body back. I'm telling you, that guy's got a chance to be a really good player. But we're going to be smart with him. We don't need him to, we don't need to push him right now. We just want to keep, getting his pitch count up to where we build him up, and then, we'll see where he's at. He's a good teammate. I know he was really excited, because you come off what he's come off, that's a tough deal to deal with, and just being able to go out there and be on the football field, be on the yard is something that's special that I know he cherishes, and I know he really is enjoying being out there after we've activated him.
When you were recruiting him, did you kind of have to, once it got to the spring, he was going to go into rehab and all that stuff, how did he kind of handle it, when he's back home doing those things?
Well, I was the cheerleader from afar, that's for sure. But just trying to do everything in our power to keep him positive, focusing on school, which was number one, and the rehab and everything, just keeping him dialed in, because again, he had stuff to do in the classroom. He had to get his knee right and everything. So, there's a lot going on when we're not around him every day. But, I know that he was working hard, and then it paid off. And I know he's glad to be here.
There was one play we were able to watch where Mills ran right over a dude. Does he feel like, when he gets the ball, do you feel like he feels like he can just run over everybody? Is that?
Well, I think he has the capability of doing that. I don't want him to do that all the time, because I don't want us to be a magnet and just try to run people over every time. I want us to try to make moves and score touchdowns. But there will be a time and place where, you know what, there's no hole. You better make it happen. You better move the pile. You better run through the smoke. We talk about the movie Days of Thunder. When Harry says you got to drive through the smoke. That's what you got to be able to do. And he buys into that for sure. I'm just trying to work with him on just a little subtleness of things on that third level. That in this league, if he can make a guy miss, that gives us better plays.
For the young guys, because I remember one play during that drill where Ramir, cut straight upfield right off a lineman's hip. And a lot of times with a young guy, he's going to give him space and get outside. So are you impressed at all with the new guys coming in and taking that coaching as well as
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the kids we recruited, a lot of them, run similar things that we do, so they kind of have a little bit of a basis. But yeah, I mean, we call it striking a match. Okay, so here's the combo block, right? And they press it and they strike a match right behind the combo block or displacement block you'll hear us talk about. But again, if we don't press it, we don't have a chance to hit that cut like it should. So we talk about, we show it in meetings. And trust me, we've missed many cuts. But that's why we coach. That's why we film it. That's why they put coach on my back. And, so I got to get those guys right. Or if not, I'll be selling pickup trucks at Amarillo Ford.
Sorry if you've been asked about this already, but how good is it to get Ronald into camp, into your meeting room, and out on the field doing some semblance of work?
Well, I mean, he's really, really, really excited. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for him. I know for his family, they're excited because he's worked really hard from an academic standpoint and a rehab standpoint to get back out there. He's got a smile on his face, ear to ear. And, he actually ran his first play in the walkthrough today, first time since whenever he got injured. So that was good. Just because, it's not easy when you hurt your knee to come back, right? And but he looks really good. I mean, he's talented. I can't wait to get my hands on him and help him become the best version of himself.